of the day. I am here today to represent Cortland Arrington. I am here today to represent Hadia Pendleton. I am here today to represent Tiana Thompson, who at just 16 was shot dead in her home here in Washington, D.C. I am here today to acknowledge and represent the African American girls whose stories don't make the front page of every national newspaper. Whose stories don't lead on the evening news. I represent the African American women who are victims of gun violence, who are simply statistics instead of vibrant, beautiful girls that full of potential.
Hello, my name is Mia May Zingram, and I'm here to tell you about one of my favorite SHEROs, Naomi Wadler. Naomi is a 13-year-old activist. She was 11 years old when she first helped organize the March for Our Lives walkout. When she spoke up, I thought she was really brave because she had to stand in front of a huge amount of adults, and standing in front of adults, I know from experience, is difficult. She brought attention to the amount of young black female victims of gun violence here in the United States. While most schools held their protests to honor the 17 students of Stoneman Douglas for 17 minutes, each minute for each victim, she held hers for 18 for a girl at her school who was shot and killed in gun violence. She has spoken up on this topic multiple times and has received awards and standing ovations. One place she spoke up at was the Women in the World Annual Summit. She also spoke at the 2020 Davis Economic Forum, where she caught the ears and eyes of listeners when she said, "White girls' lives matter so much more than any black girl who dies in the inner city on the way to school. We don't hear about them. They're statistics." This quote really makes you stop and think how she's not wrong. For her to be so young and to use her voice in such an impactful way, I think is amazing and incredible. And that's why I love her so much, because she's barely a teenager and she's using her voice. And she's really inspired me and other girls to take a step and to use our voices for the greater good. She says that we need to be the ones to tell their stories. We need to say their names, and we have to make sure they are heard. And that is why Naomi Wadler is my favorite SHERO, or one of my favorite SHEROs.